Hey everybody, welcome to the channel, The Town Watch. My name is Josh Town. Thank you for stopping by today. In this video, we're looking at the Goodspeed micro brand, and this is their chronograph watch called the Sonoma. I don't have a lot of time with this piece, so this is going to just be an overview type video, something pretty quick and straight to the point, just share my thoughts about this watch. But thanks for stopping by. We'll get some dimensions. I'll get a wrist shot and also get a loom shot for you before this video is out. But again, this is the Goodspeed Sonoma. This watch comes in either mechanical or a quartz movement. This version here is the mechanical version. They're using the Seagull ST 1901, as you can see written on the back there. And so this is a mechanical chronograph, and it's a column wheel chronograph. And as you can see on that left subdial, that there are running seconds. The other subdial on the right is a 30-minute timer, and this movement beats at 21,600 vibrations per hour, and it has about a power reserve of about 45 hours from what I found. Maybe more than that, depending on how much you actually use the chronograph function. So definitely a good movement. It is Chinese, but there is some history behind it, and some of you know about the history of this movement, and I'm sure you can find a lot more information. That's not the purpose of this video, but it is a good movement from Seagull, this hand wind only mechanical chronograph movement. So and it's not cheap necessarily. I found, if you wanted to buy the movement just by itself, it's over $100. So it's definitely not some sort of cheap piece of junk for sure. Let's test out the chronograph function here to see how that works. And there is the central hand moving along. You see there is a tachometer bezel on the outside. Of course, that bezel does not move, although it kind of has the aesthetic like you might be able to move it, but it does not move. It's stationary. You get a Pepsi look here, and just really an overall vintage feeling watch. I think that's what they were going for. Definitely racing expired with this racing leather strap that they have here, and I think it's a nice looking piece. I like the finishing work that is on it. You get some polishing on the sides and some brushing on the tops of the lugs. I don't know what you call this case shape necessarily. To me, it feels like a cushion type case, but perhaps there's a specific name for it. You do get a signed crown, not screw down, simple push-pull crown. You wind it in the first position or the 0 position there, and you get the pushers, and everything functions really well and is crisp and solid. Nothing loose or wobbly here that I've found. As you stop and go, stop and go, and check out that snap back function. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Everything seems to line up pretty well also. 100-meter water resistance. There is sapphire crystal on the mechanical versions of this watch. I believe the quartz versions are using mineral glass on the face of the dial, and I like the looks of this piece. I like the vintage feel of it for sure. So let's get some measurements here. Make sure our calipers are at 0, and case is coming right around 42 millimeters. Case thickness is about 13.5, a little over 13.5. Lug to lug distance here, lug tip to lug tip, 48.5 as I'm getting. And then the lug width, if I can catch it, I keep going past, there we go, 20 millimeters lug width. So overall, I think the dimensions are good. It's comfortable on the wrist, and I'll get a wrist shot here in a second, but not too big, not too small. Of course, the shorter lug to lug always helps, even if the case diameter is a little bit bigger. And the price on this is $350 US. but unfortunately it's sold out. I just checked their website before doing the video, and it's not available anymore. I don't think any of them are. I will leave the links down below just so you can take a peek, but as far as I could tell, they were all gone, so that is unfortunate. But perhaps you can find one on eBay at some point, or you know a friend who might be selling one if you're really interested in a watch like this. But there it is on my 6.5-inch wrist, and it is really comfortable and it looks really good. And there's just something about having a mechanical chronograph. I have a solar powered chronograph in my collection right now, but there's something about having that mechanical one that is just different. I'm really liking this watch. It looks great. I like the aesthetics of it. So let me charge it up. I'll get my flashlight out. We'll check the lume. All right, there it is. Charge it up for a little bit. It's coming in okay. I wouldn't say that it's a torch by any means, but if you remember, the lume kind of has a brown tint to it to give it that vintage feel, so perhaps that affects the potency of it. I'm not sure. So I don't know too much about this brand, Goodspeed. I believe they put out at least one more watch, probably before this one. I could have the order wrong there, but you can check their website below. I believe they started out on Kickstarter and have launched a couple watches, this being one of them, and they seem to be doing good work. I'm impressed by this watch. I can't say I have any negatives about it. Having it for just a short time, I think it's a good looking piece. I'm not sure if it's for me, if I would buy it, but in general I don't have anything negative to say about it. I think they did a good job on it for sure. So check out the Goodspeed website. I'll leave links to their website down in the description below so you can check them out. But really that's it for today's video. Let me know your thoughts on this watch. If you have any experience with this micro brand Goodspeed, I'd love to hear your experience with them. And if you enjoyed this video, this quick review, please give it a like. That really helps us out. But that's it for today. We'll see you next time here on the Town Watch.